Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the cherry. What the fuck? I sort of got. I just started my streaming like the weirdest ways possible at this point. What am I doing up here? Did one of you put me here when I wasn't looking? When I was sleeping? You guys put me here? How dare you? How dare? But welcome back to the Cherry Bum Blossom Boutique. My name is Ren and your lovely fashion dolly. I hope you guys having a good day. I'm having a good day, I think. A decent day to say the least. I will say though, now that it's all said and done, if you guys didn't saw, by the way, I got my mom's old sewing machine out of the depths. Out of the dungeons that are her closet, because you know, it's not that it was bigger, it's not that it was hidden that much. However, the main problem is that this bitch be heavy. I don't know if you can hear it. No, you cannot hear it. Well, point being, this bitch be made out of metal. And the problem is that, I don't know if you guys know about this, but metal is heavy. Metal is super heavy. And I don't know what in God's green earth possessed me, that me with my fucking noodle arms that you can see, that you can appreciate right on TV right now. I don't know what did I thought with these noodle arms will be able to carry something that is like immensely heavier than me. And so I tried to pick it up, the thing falls apart and it falls straight on my foot. And how's my foot? My foot is doing well. It's looking a little ugly, not gonna lie. I mean, listen, my feet have never been like Instagram ready. They have never been, I've never been able to sell them at a fair price, to be honest. Not that I ever tried to. But you know, my feet are not what you would consider like a wiki feet type of gorgeousness, I suppose, for the lack of a better word. But right now it's looking a little bit worse for wear, not because it's a broken bone or my or anything is like out of place or out of sorts. It's more so that it's just literally purple. It's just purple because I have a bunch of bruising. Like I have a bruise running from like the tip of my my big toe all the way up to like almost my ankle. Because you know, not only did Bertha, which is the name of my sewing machine, not only did Bertha fall on me, she fell and roll as though it was like a fucking fire drill, bitch. And so I'm okay. I was able to take a walk yesterday, but you know, it definitely does feel like I cannot put as much pressure as I was able to. But because I took a walk yesterday. I took a walk because I don't want to go too long without taking walks. Because you know, I am trying to lose weight. I am trying to become such thing as I love. Ah, shit. Hello, Don Vianney. Thank you so much for the raid. I'd appreciate it. Hello, everybody. My name is Ren and your lovely fashion dolly. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're going to be drawing a sexy Pokemon man that I've been working on since like a week ago or so. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What you were up to? What were you playing? Were you drawing? Were you drawing a hot man? Were you drawing a hot man? And if so, let me know. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Aristocat. I appreciate it. Is that from the movie Aristocats? But yeah, as I was talking about earlier that I liberated my sewing machine from my mom's closet, Miss Bertha, and I was just explaining the story about the fact that Miss Bertha tried to kill me. My sewing machine literally just tried to kill me the first time that I met her. So I think we're gonna have a fun time together as I learn how to actually use a sewing machine. And also, weirdly enough, it has a very imposing aura. Like, you guys will see it on the membership stream tomorrow. But she has a very imposing aura. Like, it genuinely does feel like she wants my blood. Have you ever seen an object, and when you look at that object, you know and realize and understand that if you mishandle this thing, it will more than likely kill you, type of situation. That's how I feel. Because otherwise, aside from the fact that I dropped it on my foot, it's in perfect condition. And it's also, the needle looks very sharp. So I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of my sewing machine. But you guys will see her tomorrow. Anyways, let me catch up. I was drawing. Ooh, what were you drawing? Actually, let me check myself. You know what? I have the power of technology, and I am able to check. Let me check. If only... You know, if only there was a way to do this faster. Oh wow! Oh shit! I could hear for a moment. Oh my gosh, your art style is so cute! Wow, your art style is adorable, sweetheart. I'm kind of jelly of that, to be honest. It has a very cute, soft look to it, and mine is more like sharp looking. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. I was working on my Dolosi, and I was showing a buff armor guy that I was working on though. Wait, do we have a timestamp where I can see the buff armor guy? Because I need to know. I need to check. There are things I must see. I must witness. I call myself a quality control person when it comes to buff men, and so I must test out if their pecs are working properly. I must test out if things are proper, you know? Like, we cannot like just any hunk walk around without being properly tested, you know what I mean? Anyway, no, that's neither here nor there. You're gorgeous. Thank you, Aristocat. You're so sweet. Thank you. Tested in what way? Wouldn't you like to know? Sorry. I'm more of an armor guy myself, but I can repress the hustle. True. I mean, you know what? Shall I show off my art myself? I was gonna do like a bit more of a pre-talk, but I am also very known for just like chatting myself out of the wazoo. Wait. Did the follow alert just repeat? I don't remember, but I can send it to you on Twitter if you would like to see it. I don't have much. Yeah, I want to see. I want to witness. But yeah, I mean, I'm not big on armor because the last time that I drew armor, I almost wanted to kill myself. So I see you got the mohawk to work. I thought you're having issues with it. Listen, all that I did was just the power of making shit up. You know? What I did is just the power of making shit up. That's what I did. I literally just bullshitted my way through this mohawk until it kind of look good. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that's gonna happen, and I want you guys to be prepared for it. I believe that this is gonna be a case of an OC, of a character just looking good from one side only. He is gonna look good just from this angle only. There is no other angle in which I'm gonna be able to draw him. And that happens a lot with my character sometimes. Like, sometimes I just draw like a hairstyle that really only works in one angle. And ever since I create them, I don't draw them in any other angle other than this one. So prepare to never see the other side of his face. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Prepare to never see the other side of his face, or never see him like literally staring at you up front, because that is not gonna happen. It just happens very often, to be honest. Oh, he looks so cool. Thank you. Okay, listen. Just to give you a little bit of context around this man, right? Just to give a little bit of context about this man. I was feeling a little desperate because, you know, this year I proposed myself to be like, you know what? I'm gonna find a boyfriend this year. Guess what? I tried to find myself a boyfriend this year and failed miserably. So, who needs real men when I can make my own men? You know? And what better thing to mix, which is men and Pokemon, which is the two things I love together. And so, literally, I'm making this character literally just out of my own need for a fictional man, and I'm making him my type. That's what I'm doing. Although he's kind of strayed away a little bit from my type. I usually prefer like big, like I prefer hunks, but with a bit of a baby face. And he's looking a little bit more like a little shit. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Like I said, I'm very into men. Any men. I'm an open garage door type of sale. I will say that I'm open to anything and everything. A menace. I saw Liv. Don't try to play coy. By the way, don't try to pay coy. I saw you. I saw what you commented under my post. I saw what you did. I saw what you did. Don't try to play off cool, bitch. I saw how thirsty you were in my comment section. Play coy. I mean, I think coy means shy. I don't know. I just say words because words sound cool. You know what it is? I love to weaponize the English language. That's what I love to do. I love words and expressions that weaponize the English language because it's just so funny to use it. It's just so funny to use words like that. You know, I recently learned what the word pastiche means, which is pastiche is like an artwork that relies heavily from a source. Think of League of Legends, right? Like their latest character, Locke, is essentially just Bash Stampede. And because it's literally just Bash Stampede, that's what the pastiche is. It's just an artwork, be it art, literary, whatever piece of art that you may consume that looks heavily inspired by something that is a pastiche, right? So I just love learning words. I love to learn words and I love to use them. I love to weaponize the English language. Hold on, let me catch up. I read manga all the time where other characters look like that. The art style just it only looks good when looking at the camera. Oh God, don't remind me. And the thing is though, I read a lot of manga too, manga and manga as well. I read a lot of manga, cause you know, I don't know, I'm a boy kisser and I love seeing men kiss each other. Like I love the drama and conflama of watching two men failing, like two grown-ass men, by the way, failing to communicate their love from each other and having like a 20 to like 30 episode chapter in episode arc, whatever, in which they just fail to communicate, and it's just so good. I love the angst. But I will say the one thing I don't like about manga, the one thing I don't like about manga is, goddamn, do they all look the same, and two, bitch, they have no expression. The Botox is Botoxing. You know what I mean? Say whatever you like about Jinx. If you guys know about that manga, please don't. But if you do, if you guys know about Jinx, say whatever you want about it. At least the characters had expressions. It may have been a shitty story, but they had expressions. It was expressive. But yeah. You want the build-up? Yes, I do. Although, I do struggle with a little bit too much build-up. I struggle a little bit too much with it. Like, if the build-up is too long, I'm over it. Like, listen, I can handle like a 20-episode arc. If you go over that, it's just like, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Just stick 2 inches of your tongue down his throat and just fuck for a moment and everything will be good. I don't know why we have to drag it out for so long. I'm a bit of a contrarian when it comes to that. Hold on. I just what the fuck did I just do on here? Okay, there we go. Oh, he actually looks kind of cool like that. I know what you mean. I can only the only thing I can of a handful would actually, especially on the clothes, don't look like paper. Oh no. You know what it is too? It's also just the fact that a lot of characters in manga tend to have like this look of like they're a bit too let's put it this way. The tops of the relationship, you know, the tops of the relationship are too square-like. You know, they're too square-like, and then the bottoms of the relationship, they're literally just like they're a little bit too feminine. And so it's just kind of like old school yaoi. If anybody was around for that, because I am an old school bitch, I was I was around when the only meal that you could read is just like, you know, Sweet Home Alabama, two brothers fucking each other type of situation. Like nowadays we have different types of stories, but back in my time, that was just available. That's the only boys love that you could read. Just like literally two brothers just doing stuff, that having some family time together. And part of the problem that they had with that is a lot of like stereotypes stereotypisms when it comes to the way that a top and a bottom look, which is very much very feminine bottom, literally a giga chat of a top. And listen, I like it. I like to go back to family for original family values, you know. Nowadays people want us to go back to the original family values of one mom and one dad type of situation. Same with BL. I appreciate the original family values of BL. However, I love myself a small muscle bottom from time to time. You know, top hands must be twice the size of the bottom. Absolutely, absolutely. And otherwise, it is sacrilege. Otherwise, how is he gonna be able to explore the top's body? And the thing is that's a thing that I'm not like too particularly fond of when it comes to manga. Is just a lot of stereotypes that, although they don't do damage to anything, right, they just feel too old school for me. Like I'm craving something new. Give me a new feeling. Give me a tomboy with a wolf cub dating her childhood friend over a power fantasy. Oh girl, oh girl. I will agree with that. I can relate to that. You want the David top versus a Goliath bottom? What the fuck is a Goliath bottom? Oh, I get it now. Wait. I know what I understand what you mean. But yes, sometimes I do like that. Like, listen, I am a man of multiple facets. And like I said, I'm an open garage door type of sale. Also, girl, I'm a dude. Oh, sorry about that. First of all, I just to get this out of the gate, I should probably put it in my rules somewhere. But just to get this out of the way, I use girl as a gender neutral bitch, can you speak? Man, can you talk? Can you utilize your mouth other than to suck cock, you whore? Okay, I'm good. Anyway, so I use girl as a gender neutral term just because it's the way that I speak, you know. So, but if you're uncomfortable by it, I'll try not to call you girl. I'll try. I cannot say that I cannot promise that I will, but I will try. I will try. I will not promise shit though. You literally voice how I feel every time I can't speak. Girl, it's fucking annoying sometimes. Sometimes you're like, can you communicate? Can you use the words that you learn and that you painstakingly learn throughout your lifetime? It's just everyone thinks that I'm a girl by my username. I usually don't assume anybody's gender, to be honest. Like everybody to me is like you're non-binary until you say otherwise. So like you're non-binary, assign non-binary at first sighting with Renan. That is what you see. Anyway, so before we continue chatting, let me explain what I want to do today, because I feel like I am just attempting to draw something and keep erasing things. So let me just explain. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be giving him some clothes. Unfortunately, and I know, it is very delicious to look at him just naked. We love that, we live. However, I cannot post this anywhere other than Fansly if I were to want to keep it naked. You guys have no idea. I actually struggle a lot with making like characters a bit more anatomically correct. And if you know what I mean is you know, guys do have like thick and balls, and you can see it you can see an outline of it when it comes through when it comes to him in underwear. However, I had to restrain myself so much during stream last time that I was here. Cause you know, I cannot exactly draw that while on YouTube and Twitch. So we need to give him some clothes. Some clothes must be given. We need to cover him up a little. However, I do not plan to cover him up too much, because again, I'm making a man for myself, and if I am not slotting him out, I am not doing my job as an character designer. So, dress him in straps and leather. That's actually kind of the point. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be dressing him in a punk style. Because, you know, we have a mohawk. We might as well go for it. So we're going to be doing punk. Like, actual punk. Like, I'm talking leather. I'm talking metal. I'm talking straps where straps should not be. And the whole shebang. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. No one says my gender, just my age. I mean, last time I tried to assume someone's age, I called them 35, and they look so heartbroken. I called them 35, they look so heartbroken. And ever since then, I've decided to never assume anybody's age ever again. I will never assume anybody's age ever again unless they ask me to. Because otherwise, it's kind of... It's just one of those things that I was like, do you want a long-lasting friendship, or would you like to be right? And I'm like, I don't want to be right, honestly. Like, yes, friendships are forever, whatever. But also, I kind of need the validation of knowing that I'm right before I do anything else. So, yeah. Also, I've been kind of obsessed with, like, high-waist pants lately. I'm kind of obsessed with high-waisted pants lately, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I know, I just said that I was going to slot him out. Don't you worry, my child. Don't you worry. The slot part will come later. But for now, we're going to be, you know, just doing what my heart wants, which is high-waisted pants. By the way, it's not a BL, but if you want an entertaining story, look up Irene Career ended up as in a horror story. Okay, I need that sounds interesting. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Let me look at this. Oh, cute art style. However, I'm a little bit concerned by what I'm seeing. Is it like a thriller? Is there a thriller more or less? Because if so, that makes sense. Hey everyone, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. It's hard to tell often seeing you're a lucky fish box. What that translates. You're talking about Lucky's gender. I mean, to be fair, what is a gender if not just something like what is a gender if not just an animal that you choose? You know, like think about it that way. What the fuck am I saying? Like, genuinely, what the fuck am I saying? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. You know, I was talking about one of my favorite things to do is weaponizing the English language. My other favorite thing to do is to just say random shit and hope anybody understands me. And I feel like that's working out for me. I don't know. I feel like it's working out for me for my Vtuber career to just say random shit. And I think you guys are entertained by it. I think you guys are entertained by the bullshit that I get up to once in a while. So DMC thinks that she's in a romance story, but everyone has a monster who's a dead body. She's not in a story, but a rat too many isekai story. Ooh, honestly, that actually sounds pretty cool. I will actually look into it because I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested. Anyway, so we're going with a punk aesthetic, right? So one of the first things that I thought, which first of all, I need to make this smaller, because otherwise I won't have any space for it, is high blood for combat boots. I don't know why. That just comes to my mind when I think about when I think about punk. It's just like blood from combat boots always come into mind. What do combat boots even look like again? Hold on. If I even combat boots. Okay, that looks nothing like what I just drew. Okay, awesome. Love that. Love that shit. Okay. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit better. I will say though, if this is the first time that you're here watching me draw, by the way, I will tell you this right now. What you're about to witness in today's stream is me just absolutely flailing to figure something out that I like, and then suddenly about like the 1 hour to like an hour and a half mark, my third eye will have open. I will be enlightened, and suddenly I will be able to draw while I'm actually having in my mind. Because usually what ends up happening is I try to draw something and it doesn't come out the way that I want it to until literally 3 hours later. So I hope you guys are here for the fun. But also, if you got a raid and run, if you came in with the raid and you decided, you know what, this bitch is crazy, I want to go to bed, go ahead. You're free to do so, because yes, I am crazy. And honestly, streaming is one of the most stressful things to do. And so is watching a stream. A stream is a time commitment, and I understand that. So please take your time, do whatever you have to. And if you do choose to come back, I will appreciate you. But if you don't, a lovely night. Can I tell you something? Yesterday I took my mom to a restaurant. I'm here because I was told there will be animal ears. You can see them right here, bitch. Look, there's an animal ear right there. Don't you see? Are you not happy? Is this what you want? Is this what you want out of me? And also, he has a little tail too. I don't know if you saw it. He has a little tail. Look at that little tail. Isn't it so cute? I haven't seen who's like a grumpy cat, scrawny mean kind. But I have such a need to draw him in ruffles and loose shirts with tight pants. Ooh, girl, that's such a... Honestly, though, that type of aesthetic does lend themselves for like elegant characters. And if he's like scrawny and mean, it's just like, you know, it will be like one of those characters who's very, what's it called? It's one of those characters that from the outside they look beautiful and gorgeous, and then you talk to them and they have like a potty mouth. That's what I picture. And if it is true, I love your character already. I love characters like that. It's so funny to engage with them. I got you playing. I got you playing on my phone while I play my Dino game. It all works out. What Dino game are you playing? The only thing that I can imagine for some reason is Spyro. So, although there is a Dino game that is similar, like Ark Survival, I think, like similar to that. So, do let me know. I'm interested. I'm great. I always want more. Damn, Zurich. Ask me for a date first. You remember the book if you give a mouse a cookie? No, but I've heard that expression before. I don't always agree with it, but it do be what it be. And like I said, you're gonna see me struggle for like about an hour and a half trying to figure out what I want to do with this character. And then once I figure it out, you will see me like literally just book it all the way to the finish line. So I hope you guys are here for a wonderful ride. Ever seen House MD? He's like House but Cat Man. I like that. Hold on, I think if I remember right, fuck. Yeah, Don sent me a picture. Oh, hold on. Don, if you're still here, can I show this on stream? Yes. I like these titties. I enjoy those titties. I enjoy those man tits. I am a fan of those. Path of Titans. I never heard of that game before. Is it good? Oh wow. Fucking mosquitoes. They're slowly driving me nuts. Mosquitoes are driving me nuts at some point. I cannot stand it. Okay, so I think part of the inspo is that these pants usually tend to be very oversized, at least from what I'm seeing. So we're going to make them oversized. And we're going to give him an actual silhouette. That's what we're gonna do. Now, what you would think, Brennan, shouldn't you be taking inspiration from the Pokemon that you're trying to do here? And I will tell you, yes, but also, fuck off, it's my Pokemon. I do what I want. I do what I want, god damn it. But you're right. I should be taking more inspo from him. Which I think I would do in the shoes. Have you guys ever seen like those like boots? Like those boots that like sort of mimic paws. We could do something like that. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. I need it to be bigger in silhouette. That's kind of part of the point. And if this is a Pokemon character, that needs to happen expeditiously. But the problem is that this gives a very different vibe if we do it like this. But then again, we don't have to be... We don't have to be constrained by the loss of reality, to be honest with ya. Ooh, wait, hold on. I think part of what's gonna make it punk though is having like a big ass tail. Because that's also one of those things that a lot of people don't understand between like punk rock and actual like punk clothes is when it comes to punk, there's a bit of a DIY aspect to everything. So for example, if you're giving your character a punk look, try to do something that looks like they made it themselves. For example, in this scenario, I'm trying to give like a cutout, which I should probably do after I figure out the shape of this one. I'm trying to give my cutout. Probably here. And usually what happens is that this cat either happens like it's ripped, or there is like some type of like stitching going on that, yes, it is purposely messy, you know? Loose puppy hands in a real tight chair showing the muscles. You know me, girl. Oh, you so know me. Oh, you so know me. I'm glad that we are in the same speaking terms. You know what I mean? I'm glad we are. What's it called? In the same wavelength. We're in the same wavelength. Other. Although something that I'm seeing a lot too is rather than big puffy pants on the bottom. Something that I'm also seeing is we're gonna keep that as iteration. Bitch. Heroes. I'm gonna die. I'm back. My cat just brought me another bird. What? Ah! I forget that cats do that. Cats usually bring us to like not human, but like animal sacrifices often. Well, did you upset the sacrifice? Was the sacrifice did it appease you? Did it make you forge better bonds with your cat? Because that's technically what it's supposed to be for. I'll find hair and pads. This is what I put in my last OC. Are you talking about the cat? The cat boy? Are you talking about that one, Sarek? Because I sort of remember that one. Okay, so what I'm seeing a lot too, though, is pants that start out really loose, and then at the knees, they kind of get closer. Yeah, I threw it outside. It was still alive. Damn it! See, he brought you the honor of doing the last kill. Like he brought you the honor of doing the last kill, and you wasted it, man. You wasted it. He's like, bitch, what the fuck? What did I put all that effort for? You know what I mean? I'm kidding, of course. I don't know your cat, but knowing cats, they kind of do be like that sometimes. Knowing cats. He brought you an offering, and you rejected it, and I think that and it's a possibility that he thinks that you might hate him. God damn it! These fucking mosquitoes are gonna be the end of me. Jesus Christ. But yeah, what I'm seeing a lot here, at least in the inspo board that I'm looking at right now, is hands that are like really loose on the top. Like something like this. And on the bottom, they kind of just like taper in to create a bit more of a look like this. Does that make sense? Does this make sense? My cat's name is Fantasia or Fantasia. Well, it depends on what you speak. If you speak Spanish, it will probably be Fantasia. If you speak English, it will be Fantasia. Because you're speaking English right now, I'm gonna stick with Fantasia. She sounds like an old lady, and she's my precious fur brat. Oh, that's so cute. In my past life, and when I say past life, I mean when I was a kid, I used to want a cat. Like I really wanted to have a cat, but then I realized that I'm kind of scared of them. And when I say I'm scared, I'm like, I'm talking about the fact that cats are very prone to just like scratch you for no reason. Like cats will scratch you and bite you, and I am not really fond of pain personally. Like pain is not something that I enjoy in my day-to-day life. So I decided I eventually ended up giving up on the whole having a cat idea. Because I am too scared. Like, what if it bites me? I don't want to be bitten. Which I know dogs can be similar to that. But the thing with dogs is that a good thing with dogs is that even if they do harm you, they also are so unlikely to do so unless you harm them. You have right to fear them, they might control you. Isn't it like actually medically proven that there is a parasite, like a parasite that you can get from cats, that if it infects you, you kind of get obsessed with actually taking care of cats? Isn't that a thing? I don't know if it's a parasite or a virus. I don't remember exactly which one of those it is. Yeah. Okay. So now that we have the shape of it, now we can actually start doing some customization to this thing. Which, first of all, it will probably be like a tear. I want a tear. I want a tear here. But like, I want a big enough tear that you can see a big part of his body. There. Nyek. And then, you know, we can do like safety pins. I don't know how big safety pins are, but no, it is what it is. It's like any animal, you have to train them well. True. But also, in general, I feel like cats are just like more difficult to train than dogs. And like I said, just in general, I'm just I'm a little scared of them. I don't want to feel pain, to be honest with you. Unless it's inflicted by a man who doesn't like me. Then we can talk. Yup, it's a parasite. It was from the Egyptian mummies and cat ladies. So the question is, though, how long does it take before you, and I'm talking to you, Aristocat, which is funny now that I think about it because your name is Aristocat. How long will it take before you become infected by the parasite? Because I mean, your name is Aristocat already. It's kind of already getting there, don't you think? It's kind of already getting there. Like from what it sounds like, I think we might be too late. I think we might be too late on saving you. Okay. So I want to do something to express this particular part of the mane. And I think what I'm going to do. Actually, no. I might just do it as a pattern type of thing. Just a pattern. A pattern. Yes, cats are more independent than dogs, which makes them harder to train, but also makes them less needy. Here's the thing, though. I want my pet to want me around. That's the thing. Like, I already have issues with men not wanting me around. I would rather my pet not do the same. Like, if possible, I would like my pet to want to be around me. So, maybe that's why me and cats are just not compatible. I would like my pet to love me, if you know what I mean. Okay, this is looking a little cheesy. Like I might need some other stuff. You know what it needs? It needs chains. I think that's what it needs. It needs chains. So before we do that, then I need to do like belt loops. Because chains are usually attached to belt loops. Belt loops. Oh my gosh, I genuinely cannot speak English today. What's wrong with me? All right. But you know what though? If I were to have a cat, I wanna name them. I wanna give them like an old woman name. I wanna give them an old woman name. Like I wanna go with like Justine or something. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I want to name my cat if I ever had a cat. I want to go for like Caroline, Justine, Elizabeth, Elizabeth III. I don't know. There's like old lady names. It's the same with my sewing machine actually. I named my sewing machine Bertha just because I like the idea of naming a sewing machine for an old lady name. Jumin's cat? Humans? Who's Jumin? I feel like you're talking about a K-pop star and I don't know who you're talking about. I'm so sorry, Juju. Oh. But hi, Juju. How you doing, sweetheart? How was your stream? And did you enjoy drawing? Mystic Messenger. Right, bitch. I haven't played Mystic Messenger in forever. Can I tell you something? Mystic Messenger completely fucked up my schedule. I'm gonna be so real with you. Mystic Messenger was the thing that fucked up my sleep schedule during high school. Because you know what? Mystic Messenger used to have the problem where the messages were like timed in like Korea time, I think. Like it was supposed to be synced to the Korean server, right? And so what I would used to do to not miss any calls was I used to put an alarm right around the time in which one of the love listeners was supposed to call me, and I would wake up at that hour and just have the call with them, or just have like the little chat thing with them. Because like it's a good concept, don't get me wrong, but man, it completely fucked up my sleep schedule. It completely fucked up my sleep schedule. Man, Real question: are you gonna add a color to this man? Probably. I think a color for just like fashion purposes would be rad. Although it probably shouldn't be that big of a color, or something like this. Okay. I need to start the game at 12 a.m. to make sure that you have the entire morning messages. Honestly, yeah, kind of. No, the thing is though, is that at least as far as I remember, when it comes to Mystic Messenger, it was also a thing. It was also a thing that if you didn't reply to their messages, you had to pay to be able to see that chat. And I remember spending so much of like my allowance money, which I didn't really have much, to be honest. It wasn't really allowance. So my mom used to give me money to like spend at school, so I wouldn't spend it and just save it up. And I spent a couple bit of money here and there, having chat, like retracing the chats. What is the name of the blonde dude? What is the name of the blonde dude? I forget his name. Yosung, I think is his name is. He seems so energetic today. You know what it is? Part of it is that, well, first of all, I slept well today. That's one of those things. I slept well today. And two, it's because I have something to talk about. Like, usually when you see me a bit more low energy is when I run out of things to talk about. I'm like grasping at straws to be able to figure out what I want to say. But, you know, I do have a lot to talk about. Like, a lot of things have happened this week. Primarily, you know, with the whole dropping a sewing machine on my fucking toes type of situation. And I was going to talk about that more, and I completely forgot about it. So just to like, go back into, like, that topic a little bit. One of the issues that I have now that my toe is not broken, but it's, like, really severely bruised, is the fact that I don't really feel it that much. Like, when I'm walking, I can genuinely feel that it is not as strong as it was. And when I flex my toe, God, does it feels weird. It feels strange. It feels like I can move it that well, which, you know, makes sense. I dropped a whole fucking machine on it. So, yeah. But anyway. I was like that with Procure and Michael Gar show. I stood up at night, and the night that they would air in Japan to watch it. You know, I never had that with anime. What I would used to do, though, is, and it's a thing that I still do because I'm a binge watcher. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. I just happen to binge watch a lot of stuff. And part of my problem and part of my mental damage is that if I find a series, I will consume every single fucking episode of it until I finish it. Like, there was like this live action BL that I had already read the manga for, and I watched it, which was things I want to do before I turn 40. That's the name of the show, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a couple episodes before I go to bed. Cut to 4 a.m. in the morning. I was sobbing and bawling my eyes out because, you know, it was a very beautiful moment in the last episodes where they finally confess each other's feelings, and, you know, they get together now. And, you know, it's just my life cannot live incomplete. I cannot live my life incomplete. I must watch everything, otherwise I just don't feel fulfilled. You know what I mean? I just don't feel good. I cannot feel like I can continue my day until I know everything and anything. So, going back to the whole Mystic Messenger thing with Yusung, I used to be like that, particularly with him. I had such a big fat crush on Yusung. And then, you know, and then the worst happened, which is he called the wrong name in bed. You know, I was all on board because everybody hated Yusung at the time. When Mystic Messenger was like really popular, everybody hated him. Everybody fucking hated him. And I was such a big defender. I was out there fighting in the trenches for that man. And then he called me Rika. and then he called the wrong name in bed. Which the worst part is the name of his fucking cousin. He called out the name of his fucking cousin. Was it cousin or sister? I don't remember. Juju, you correct me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was his cousin. Anyway, he called out the wrong fucking name in bed. And then I understood why everybody fucking hates him. It was like, bitch, how dare you? How dare you? I gave you everything and you're calling the wrong name. You're calling me for your sibling, cousin, whatever. I don't know what it is, to be honest. And I am mad. I am pissed. And then somebody told me I couldn't do 7 of 7 story, which is human story, that I couldn't do it until I had finished every other route. And I was like, you know what? No, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. That is an amount of commitment that I do not have present at the moment. Because, like, it already took me so long to actually do... What am I doing? It already took me so long to actually just do one route. Like, having to do multiple was like, ooh, too much. Too much. It was just way too much for me to actually be able to, like, do. I decided not to. I decided to just step away. I'm also one of those weird people. I don't know if it happens to you all. You let me know if it happens. I should probably get away from the screen. Anyway. You let me know if it happens to you. I'm one of those weird people that I get really attached to, like, one romance option. And I do not do... and I don't do well with trying to do multiple routes. Like, when I play, like, Mystical Murder, what the fuck? No, Dramatical Murder. I played Dramatical Murder, and I was such a big ass sucker for Kojaku. Because, you know, I have a thing which, and I will admit, I am very weak to the childhood friends. Childhood friends, I'm very weak to childhood friends stereotype? No. Trend? No, what's it called? What would you call it again? Childhood friends. Trope. Yeah, thank you, trope. I am such a sucker for the childhood friends trope. And that is what Kojaku is from Dramatical Murder. And I just couldn't do it. Every time I tried to start a new route just to, like, get with another man, it came to my mind what happens to him if you don't date him. Which, little spoilers for Dramatical Murder. Dramatical Murder is a series in which whichever boy you don't choose to date tends to have their own bad ending. Like, their life is already heading into a bad ending if you do not, you know, interact with them. You know, it's kind of like one of those things, like, you save them by choosing to date them. That's the type of thing. Again, they don't frame it like, oh, if you don't date me, I'm gonna kill myself type of situation. No, it's more so their life and their path is already set. By choosing to date them, you change their life, right? And so the only one exception to that is Kojaku, because Kojaku, he kind of follows you. Like, he's you're his childhood friend, so he's really worried about you. And so what ends up happening is that he follows you to, you know, he follows you throughout the plot, trying to find you and trying to make sure that you're okay. And in the process, he gets himself in trouble, and he ends up just, like, becoming possessed by, I want to say a demon, but it's more so like his own bloodlust, I suppose. Because regardless of what you do, Kojaku's in love with you. He has been in love with you since he was a child. And so part of that demon that he gets possessed by is jealousy, right? He is incredibly jealous of whatever man that you choose to date that's not him. And, you know, he gets possessed by that bloodlust, and he kind of dies because of it. And so knowing that's what happened, and being me powerless to change it because I did not choose his route, I just was not able to do it. I was not able to do I was not able to not choose him. Every time that I restarted that game, I just chose him because I just felt way too bad not choosing him. Because, like, he needs me, you know? He needs me. What am I supposed to do? He needs me. I'm gonna take this just to take a reference of the chains and stuff. So yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, girl. Like, I wish I didn't have such a weak heart when it came to romance novels and stuff like that, of choosing multiple routes. But I do. I'm just kind of like that, you know. That's who I am. That's who I am, and I feel like it's a thing to have. But what if him getting to bloodlust and then starting to date was an option? Well, here's where the bad ending of the route comes, because you know, if you choose to date them but end up having a bad route, 9 times out of 10 you would perish. You as the protagonist, as Alba, you would perish. And of course, you would die while having sex, because, well, it is first and foremost a smutty story, right? It's a BL story. It's smut. You're kind of playing it for the raunchy scenes, right? And with Kojaku, what ends up happening is that, like, if you chose to go with him, when he already has the bloodlust, he eats you alive. I'm not kidding. While he is doing the tingle tango with you, while he is choosing to do the devil's tango with you, he's literally biting chunks out of your flesh. So it doesn't get too graphic, but it does. It's a little oofy. It do be a little not good. I could think of worse ways to go. I mean, there's also the one with Clear, who's a cyborg. I don't exactly remember the context as for why he does it, but Clear at some point decides that I think he's trying to slowly turn you into a robot the same way that he is, and he starts cutting your limbs. Like first he started with your eyes. He took your eyesight, like literally he took your eyes out. Then he actually I don't remember what the that ending is. Hold on, I need to check. I do know that he slowly is like mutilating you because he takes your eyes and then your legs and then your arms. So give me 1 second. Hold on. Bad ending. Let me see the root of this. Hold on, I'm reading the save. Thank you for reminding me to save. Hold on, I'm reading the wiki again just to find out what the T is, because I don't remember exactly. Hold on. Okay, so from what I'm understanding of this dude, like I'm reading the wiki real quick. From what I'm understanding of this dude, essentially what happens is that Clear has like a weird, like he kind of gets like a factory reset and he becomes again a murder robot again, right? And the thing that ends up happening is that he gets like a weird obsession with you, in which he's kind of wanting you to be as beautiful as his image of you is, which apparently is essentially just a torso with a head, you know. And so he starts experimenting on you, and from my understanding is that he's trying to turn you into a fuck doll. Because again, you have no limbs, you have no legs, you have no arms. So yeah, that's basically what happens with one of them. And there's another one in which I think that you get turned into a slave, I think. And I don't know. Bad things happen. Dramatical Murder is not a game for children. Yummy. Oh my god. Of course you'd be into it. Of course you guys would be into it. You guys are freaks. Y'all are freaks. But yeah, honestly, Dramatical Murder is not for the faint of heart. And even then, that is not the most fucked up story that I ever heard from them. That is not the most fucked up story that I heard from Nitro Trial. There is also, oh god, fuck. Do you guys remember when I tell you that one of the endings or the bad route for one of the bad routes is that you end up being eaten alive? So there is this Nitro Chiral game called Sweet Pool, which it is very gory, incredibly so. I have never experienced such a more gory game in my fucking life. But part of what happens in that game is that you have again with the best friends, but you have a best friend from school who is obsessed with you, and there's like a bunch of supernatural things that happen. I think that quite literally in the lore of the game, you as the protagonist are like the maximum omega. You must have the child that will like reshape the earth or whatever. I don't remember the plot correctly. But the thing is that you become your life becomes really intertwined with this other dude who is the maximum alpha. I'm just gonna go with that plot line because I feel like it's the best way that I can describe it. However, your friend from school doesn't quite like that. You know, they are very much into you, and they are not happy that your life is intertwined with somebody that they do not know and that it is not with them. And so one of the bad endings that can happen is that he becomes so obsessed with you and wanting to be part of you that, you know, first he does very bad things to you in the kind that I cannot describe. I cannot describe exactly what he does without being banned from YouTube and Twitch. So we're gonna leave it very ambiguous of what he does to you exactly. But, you know, after you are dead, well, not even that. He eats you alive, but, you know, he starts eating your corpse, essentially. After you die, he starts eating your corpse. And it is described that after eating you, you know, he realizes how empty his life is without you. And because you are inside of him now, and you are part of him in a very fucked up kind of way, he starts eating himself. Your best friend starts eating his arm. And again, they show that in the most nutritious. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Liv. But yeah, point being, he starts eating his own arm, and it's not cute, not pretty, and it is very graphic. I puked watching that scene. Forbidden scriptures. Listen, again, I'm an old school yaoi type of bitch. I've seen a lot and be traumatized by a lot. I'm fine now, but goddamn, it is one of those things. You know what? I have a brush for this. I don't know why I'm doing this manually. I have a brush. Wait, where is my chain brush? Clothing chain. Yeah. Like, I knew I had a brush. I don't know why I'm doing this manually. Jesus Christ. I was just thinking there were brushes for that. I mean, yeah, but I usually don't like using brushes. Personally, I'm not a big fan of using brushes, because they're not really that customizable. Like, you cannot really do you cannot really do much with them. But for the sake of just getting things done faster, I'm just gonna use them. I'm just gonna use it. You know. I think I was 14 or 15 when I played. I think I was too, actually. Not gonna lie, I think I was too. Man, we were on the internet just watching the wildest shit, huh? We were just out here, not applying the rules that our parents taught us, and just watching the most horrifying media we could ever find. Oh, man. If my mother could see me now, which, I mean, she can't, she's in the other room. But if my mother could see me now, like, I made a living. I've started to make a living out of the Stranger Danger rule, Chad. Don't you think that's kind of fucked up? Like, I'm talking to little strangers for a living now. So, like, you know, I think maybe people were paranoid at that time. Okay. I'm a little bit creatively bankrupt of what I want to do for the language of this. Do I want to include like a bone here? Do I want to pet it? Stranger Danger is for children. True. Although, even when I was a child, I did not heed that rule. I'm gonna be so real with you. Even when I was a child, I did not heed that rule at all. Because I was very stupid. As a child, I was very stupid. And I did very stupid things. One of them being talking to somebody who was incredibly much older than me. Yeah. There's a lot of things that I did that we did as children that I would probably not let any of my children do today. Cousin and I went by fake IRL names online. No, bitch, I went with my full last name. There's a reason why I nuked the fuck out of my Facebook. You know? It's because I used to post everything on Facebook. Like, people who had me around in Facebook, they knew where I lived. They knew what my age was, what I was doing that day. Mary, I was not careful at all when it came to Facebook. Ugh. And I wish I was. Because, like, I mean, nowadays my Facebook got hacked. And, like, I nuked a good bunch of it, but what I couldn't get rid of because people tagged me on it, my Facebook got hacked, and nowadays I just don't, there is nothing of me remaining there. But I just remember posting everything, how I felt, and I remember... Wait, hold the phone. Fuck. I just remember something now. One time, I don't know what the fuck I was on about. I don't know what my damage was that day. But one day I posted about not being wanted, not being liked, feeling like nobody understood me. And I posted that to my Facebook. Cut to 3 hours later from that post, I received a wellness check from my aunt because my aunt saw the post and she was like, "Are you okay, sweetheart? Are you okay? Do you need somebody to talk to? You know that I'm here, right?" And I was so embarrassed. I was so incredibly embarrassed because I was just being edgy for the sake of being edgy. I remember I was just being edgy for the sake of being edgy. Like, sure, I was heavily bullied at that time, but I remember that particular post had nothing to do with me being bullied and me just being edgy. And genuinely, I don't... my aunt saw so much shit that she probably shouldn't have seen. Man. I am so glad that I wised up and I am now better than I used to be. Winning Goth Girl arc. I did have a Goth Girl arc, but it was more like a Goth Boy because, you know, that's I am no longer like that. I moved on. I learned things. You know, Juju, I do wonder though. Are you at the liberty to share what name you used to use when back in those times, like the fake names? Because funnily enough, when I used to work like customer service, like at a call center, right? I did used to use a fake name there because I just didn't want people to know my name. I did used to use a fake name there at my job, and the funny thing is that there were so many times where customers called and I said, "Hello, my name is Mel. How are you doing today?" And they were like, "Mel? Are you not a man? Are you not a boy?" And I'm like, "You can call me whatever, sir. I don't mind." And then they got so high. I remember one particular one was so riled up about the fact that I wouldn't tell her what my gender was, because I was like, you know, for all sake of purposes, it doesn't matter. Whatever you wanna tell me, I'm here to assist. I'm not I don't mind if you call me boy or girl. And she was like, "I do not trust you with my information if I do not know exactly what's between your legs." And I'm like, "Well, if you must know, I was biologically born as a man." And she was like, "Okay, cool. We can proceed." And it was so weird. It was so weird. I used to be emo. Then Shadow the Hedgehog came out on the GameCube and I played it. Right then and there, I realized that being edgy and angsty was so cringe. Can I call you mine because you're a sweetie? Bad before he's taken away by alleged sexual harassment, probably. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! I would have said my boyfriend. Wait, what is that in context of? Sorry. Can you repeat the context for it? Because I'm stupid. I'm stupid, and I talk and you know I'm having one of those days in which my brain is just going like a million miles an hour. And so I forget what I said, despite the fact that I just said it. So, if you can give me context again, I would appreciate it. Oh! Honestly, I wish I had the balls to say that. I wish I had the balls to say that, because that one is cool. You're a much cooler person than I ever will be. I will tell you that much right now. You're much cooler than I ever will be. Okay, I think I'm gonna do like another scene over here. This one is gonna be like. Make it. Is this? If I just do it like it's between the crotch. See, this is the reason why I don't like brushes. This is the reason why I don't like brushes for this, because it just kind of those weird things. It doesn't follow the curvature that I wanted to follow. Bitch. You please do what I ask you to. You know what this is? Actually, no, I hate it. Never mind. Never mind. I hate it. I do not enjoy it. You know, we'll keep it like this. Sure, why not? I don't care. Although, I do want it to be longer, though. Like, I want it to be a longer chain. That's good enough. I don't care. I don't care anymore. My brain. It's fine. Let it go, Renan. It's fine. My mom and grandma are very snappy people, so it just comes out of the soul sometimes. Got in trouble for it as a kid. I used to have it. I used to have troubles like with that as well. Particularly, I used to be the type like before I became a total pushover. Before I became a total pushover, I did have a problem where I used to just I used to just like not take two shits about what anybody said about me, and I would also fight with girls very, very often. Like, you know, nowadays people still say, "Oh, you shouldn't hit a girl. You shouldn't hit a girl because you know, she's a girl and she's a woman, and that's not allowed." You know, I didn't give two shits about that because if there was this particular girl, I don't know what her fucking problem was. But her instant reaction for whatever, I don't even know what I did, but she would used to hit me a lot. And I'm talking like open hand slapping, just scratching. I'm talking like literal actual violence that this girl used to do to me. And I remember one time I was so annoyed by it that I literally slapped the shit out of her. I slapped the jam out of her toes the last time that she did it to me. Genuinely, I made her nose bleed because I just couldn't take the fact that she was hitting me. And, you know, come to find out, you're not supposed to hit girls, and therefore, I got in trouble for it. But I didn't care. I was just so over it. I was just so over it. It was just very annoying. But yeah. Equality. Exactly, bro. Exactly. What did I say, bro? Oh, I said bro. Ugh. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah. It was just one of those things that I was like, man, you cannot expect me to be nice to her when she's being this shit to me. And I remember my mom defended me at that time. I remember my mom when she came to school. When she came to school, my mom literally stood up for me and she said, so it is okay for this girl to hit my son and literally give him bruises, but the moment that my son answers back, he gets in trouble for it. And so I didn't end up getting a demerit at school, but from then on, the girls didn't like me that much anymore, which I didn't have a good relationship with them to begin with. But from then on, I just didn't get along with the girls as much. Yeah. Hold on. I have problems with this leg. Did I accidentally make this longer by accident? Ah, fuck. I like being called bro. Bro, unisex. It's like I was saying. It was like I was saying earlier that I used the word girl as a gender neutral thing nowadays. Is your friend circle mostly male or female? I would say that online my friend circle is mostly male, but real life my friend circle is mostly female. I don't know what I do to attract the males online, but on real life I get a lot more with girls. In fact, the only two girls that I still talk to from middle school, which we are really close together. Oh, hello, Fartman. What the fuck is that name? Hello, Fartman. Thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the $1 super chat. But yeah, most of my friends are girls. In real life, at least. Which is why when I became an online persona, I thought that most of my audience was gonna be female. But no, it turns out that I think I am too cute. I think I am too cute, and you know, my milkshake does bring the boys to the jar, and they like it's better than yours. No, seriously, I don't know why I attract more boys online. Yeah, some of my best friends are women. You're mega adorbs. Thank you. You're so sweet. I don't know. I just don't think I have that energy. Milkshake brings the fartman to the yard. And is it better? And is it better than you? Is the ears and the bows true? I mean, to be fair, for all intents and purposes, do look very feminine, despite the fact that, you know, I am a man. However, that's fine, because I am okay with this. I am okay with this. Do you guys know? Okay, listen. Back when I first started growing up my hair, one of the things that used to happen a lot is that I would get confused by a woman on the street, particularly because, you know, my frame is not masculine. Like, when you look at me from the back, you would say, oh, that is a very voluptuous woman. You know? That is a woman with some curves. And so, I remember one time a kid literally ran into me. And then he said, and I quote, "Get out of the way, you old hag." And the thing is, it didn't bother me that he called me a woman. It bothered me that he called me old. It bothered me that he called me old. Like, it is miss. Thank you very much. Not hag. Little bitch. And so, you know, ever since then, I just get huge gender euphoria for being confused for a girl. Despite the fact that I primarily identify as a man, I get a huge amount of gender euphoria for being called a girl. It's so good for me. Anti-Renan status. No. Here's the thing. I have acquired a new word that if you guys are gonna start me calling me Unk, I want you to call me this instead. I want you to call me Unk Cole. Like this. That's what I want to go by. That's the only adjective that I will accept. You may call me Uncle. Exactly. Anyway, hold on. Thank you so much for the stand-up and stretch and the hydration. Do you have water? Yes, I do have water. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna stretch. Yeah. Good lord, I actually. I hope you have water. You need it. Fuck you, because I know what you're talking about, Zarek. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, thank you so much for the water. I appreciate it. You know, I really don't need to do that save redeem. I really don't need to do that save redeem. Anyway, we've been working on the pants for like an hour, and we haven't done anything else yet. So you know what? We're gonna do the rest of this here to the side. Because all I've been doing is just yapping. You know, Jerry was talking about earlier she was saying that she didn't know how to balance talking to chat and actually getting stuff done when it comes to artwork. And I'm sitting here being like, first time? Is this your first time? If this is your first time doing this, because it's the same thing for me. I never get anything done. when it comes to doing artwork on stream. Now, chat, I have a question. So, you see what we have so far, right? You see what we have so far. So far, so good, right? Question. I know that we're gonna do a tight top. We're gonna do tight. It's gonna be tight. However, do we do a mesh shirt? Like, do we get some transparency? Or are we going for compression shirt type of vibe? AKA, it's not. I did art streams for 2 years and it never goes away. True. You never get better at it. You never get better at it. Particularly when you have more people in chat just chatting. It genuinely do become a problem. Part of me kind of wants to do a mesh shirt. Just like a mesh shirt, just because I'm thirsty. And I feel like covering this beautiful hair is like not an act of God. You know, if we're doing a mesh shirt, I actually don't need to do that much drawing then. Mesh is good. Okay, we'll do mesh then. If we're doing a mesh shirt, I actually don't need to do that much drawing, to be honest. Because a mesh shirt literally just, you know, it's very tight to the body. You can see the tits through it. In fact, hold on, let me Google. Mesh shirt. Men. Oh, the kind of mesh that they're showing me here is not the type of mesh. Something like a little bit closer to them. Although I am seeing here that you do see like very prominent shoulder seams. Right, we are going to do that. Mesh is good. Y'all just as thirsty as me. Thirsty as me. Like, you may want to pretend that I am the only one who's like the span of Satan, the devil in here, but you guys are just as bad as me. Accept it. Just accept it and enjoy being part of hell with me. Mesh or fishnet? Mesh is the word. Well, fishnet can also come in like smaller holes. But mesh can genuinely look solid, and it only gets transparent until you stretch it. So, I would say that mesh is the better look for this. Fishnet does get fishnet is bigger and it can be pretty small, but you can still see the holes through. And personally, I don't like fishnet that much, to be honest. I'm not a big fan. Like, the thing about fishnet is that fishnet has a very particular connotation, and it just, like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to make a fishnet work, but it just doesn't look good at all. So I'm not a very big fan of fishnet. God damn, I am truly just pouring this man out, huh? I mean, I said that it was kind of the purpose of it. I did say that we were gonna whore him out, but like, wow. Wow. Just wow. I'm gonna do this Lottie I'm gonna do this Lottie's thing I can think of, which is you know, it is a tight fit shirt, however, because it's so tight, it kind of rolls up a little, you know? Like it just rolls up. You know what I mean? Are you guys seeing the vision? Do you see the vision? It just kind of rolls up a little bit to reveal a bit more of the... As much as I love colors, the Wisting still worked with this. I just need to draw it better. That's what it is. I just need to draw it better. Because, you know, you said the same thing about the Mohawk, but then you enjoyed it as soon as I actually drew it. I must catch some sleeps. Have a good night. Good stream. Thank you, Liv. I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the membership stream, and I'm very excited about that. I still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that stream, per se. Because I don't really have, like, a hand cam set up. I'm super indecisive. Never trust my words. It's okay. I'm here to guide you through it. I'm here to hold your hand and tell you it's okay. God damn, he's so hot. God damn, he's hot. Ooh, girl. Like, I know that I'm making him, and I know that I am responsible for this, but like... tasty. It's like...
Like a...
Can I...
Like a Magiana, like a...
Hey. There you go. No wonder why I couldn't hear my soundboard. No wonder why I couldn't hear my soundboard. I had it turned off. I had turned off my my audio. Okay, let me just draw the color properly. Cause like it can work. It can work. It's just I gotta draw it properly. That's the thing. And also we can always just do a different type of cut for the shirt. Like, it doesn't have to be this cut. It may also be that I'm reaching the limit of what I can accomplish today. Which I think that might be possible. I'm not really sure. That's fine. I know it's fine, but still, I like to... You know, I would like to one day evolve into an artist who can actually finish stuff on stream rather than have to do a bunch of it off stream. You know what I mean? One day I would like to become an artist who, you know, actually draws fast, gets stuff done on time. I have reached the limit what I can do today too. I made 3 decks from scratch and I feel my brain turning to my big Friday big tournament. Oh, I hope you have fun on your tournament. I hope it turns out fun. And I hope you win something. If I play top 4, I probably get a $200 call. Hell yeah. You know, it's probably not gonna offset the amount of money that you spend on TCG, but you know. It's probably not gonna offset it, but you do you, girl. You do you, girl. Okay. Now we do something. The thing is, though, is like Canrock is such a simple Pokemon. Like Canrock is just such a simple Pokemon that I'm kind of like having a hard time trying to do something that is not like stereotypically doggy. Okay, here we go. Are we gonna do the whole chat? Do we do the whole like bone tag on the collar? Like, do we do that? Are you guys feeling like a little bone right there? Because like it would be incredibly fucking basic. It would be so basic, but at the same time, maybe being basic is fine. Maybe being basic is fine. Maybe we could all be basic sometimes, and that would be okay. It's your man. I mean, you guys are helping me make him too. Yeah, you guys are not innocent for this, by the way. I would like to tell you that much. You guys are an accomplice of what is happening today on today's stream. Whatever happens, if I get taken to jail, you guys will get taken too. So I hope you know. I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys are aware of that before moving on with this transaction. Honestly, I'm kind of fucking with it. I'm really. They can't take me to jail. I have a Monopoly card that prevents them. Fuck off, Vaporeon. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. You know what I want, actually? I know that this makes absolutely no sense at all, but we need a nonsensical belt here. That's what we need. There needs to be a nonsensical belt happening somewhere here. So, we're probably just gonna put it on the arm. It's gonna be right here. Like, does this belt make any sense? No. I do not care. I say a blank loop for least reasons, but that's me. I mean, probably gonna put a leash on him. I'm probably actually gonna put a leash on him. You know. Anyway. I could do like a very custom belt buckle too with this. What if we make like that? Like, I will have to, like, draw this better, of course, but, you know, we're ideating right here. We're ideating. That actually looks really ugly. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That looks awful. That looks awful. We should never try that again. We shall never try that. That is not something that we shall try ever again while we're still alive here in this stream today. At least not on the arm. I feel like it stands out way too much on the arm. But maybe we can put it on the collar. Okay. Maybe we'll do like a moon shape like belt buckle. Yeah, I'll keep it at that for now. Again, I might be reaching like my limit when it comes to how creative I can be today. But yeah, anyway. there. You see his thumb? Yeah, he has a thumb. There is a thumb. Look, there's a thumb. Ugh. I think I'm gonna do something really silly with his shoes, which is that he's gonna have claws on his shoes. Just to, you know, because I'm not really doing the claws anywhere else, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna do it on the shoes. He's gonna have claws on the shoes, because why not? You know, have whimsy. I'm whimsy. Be the change you want to see in the world. You know what I mean? And I think last thing I'm gonna add is one of these like armbands that are like that a lot of like hot guys have. So I think I'm gonna add that. Just an armband for the sake of it. Because why not? Because we should live a little. And then of course it has a belt. Because why not? There you go. Like, of course it needs more detail. I need to like clarify a bunch of stuff, but it doesn't look bad, does it? Now that I think about it. The hair needs to be slightly bigger. I know the hair is already plenty big, but you know, it needs to be slightly bigger. There you go. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna turn off the colors just so I can like put the brightness up. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, chat. Let me just erase the undersketch so you can see it better. Meow, 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 meow. The good thing is I don't have to erase anything of the top, so we're good. There you go, Chad. There you go. Now you can see him better. Opacity. Recolor this again. Ah! He's naked! Naked! There you go. There you go. What do you think, Chad? What do you think? Is it cool? Does he look cool? Does he look to your liking? I just realized I accidentally deleted his hand. I have to add that back. Does he look cool? Do you enjoy him, Chad? Do you like him? In fact, just to make sure that I think the main idea is coming across and it doesn't look like he's shirtless. There you go. Here you go. Now he doesn't look like he's short. He does look. Does he look short? Or am I just crazy? I think it's primarily because of the pants. I think it's the cut of the pants. Because if you remember what the actual body underneath looked like, if I just put this here. You remember the actual body underneath? He's not that short. He might have a shorter legs than I realized, but if I turn a full moon, will he start snarling, or is that drug to junction for the stream? I mean, full moon means something very different to me, you know. Full moon means something very different to me when it comes to have you ever heard of mooning? Yeah, that's what it means to me. So yeah. Anyway. I really want to add a leash. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Before we end stream, I'm going to add a leash. Like, I'm probably going to add like a symbol on this later on, but he needs a leash. He needs a leash. Where is this leash going? I don't know. Don't concern yourself with it. Do not concern yourself with things that you don't need to know about. Do I like it there, or do I want it to for it to be on the other side? No, I kind of like it there, actually. It goes down. There you go. That's the kind of thing it needed. It needed something. It needed something a little bit more, you know. It needed something a little bit more extra to be like, whoa, yes, this design is complete. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, let me just this again. Brightness to opacity, and then make it red again. There you go. How do you get the full moon when it's up to some can't wait for one for a full one. I mean, listen, he is kind of hairy. He is kind of hairy. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there, Chad. I mean, do we add color? I mean, it's mostly gonna be black, really. So I guess we can add color to it. Hold on. Let me just add color real quick to this. Oh, black? Not really black. I might make the pants red just to mess around with some stuff. Who knows? Because on the one hand, actually, do I want to make it red? I'm just gonna make it black for the sake of it right now. Just for the sake of it, and then we'll revisit the color palette later, at a later date. We'll revisit the color palette at a later date. Mary, what the fuck? Oh, there's that giant ass opening on there. You see why now? Hello? Bitch. It's easier to color once everything has color on it. Delete this. Also delete this. Girl. There's so many holes on this sketch. Oh my god, he got so many holes. He got so many holes. See, this is what happens. This is what Juju was talking about earlier. Just like making sure that you do straight lines instead of chicken scratching. I made these pants red. I'm not too sure about it. I'm probably gonna make them red. But for now, we'll stick with this. Also, this is literally not black. That is literally gray. Which again... Do I make that red? Do I make it red just now? Okay, let's make it red. See how it looks. Oof. Maybe like a darker, brighter red. Darker. Darker. Okay, there we go. I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. Then we can make the boots actually black. I don't know. I'm probably gonna fight with the colors later because right now I'm just throwing something and things on just for the sake of throwing them on. Realistically, it should be all black. Hey Salem, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. I was told it was a sketch. What, you're drawing? Because your drawing was like pretty finished, honestly. I'm kind of jealous of your drawing ability sometimes, Jojo. You draw so good. How dare you be so good at drawing? Meow, 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 meow. Okay, this one is gonna be transparent. Okay, there you go. More or less, you can see it. You can see it more or less. There you go. There you go. Now you can actually see. You can actually see the sketch. You can actually see the sketch. There. Alright, I think we're gonna leave it here for today. I'm not completely sure of what I'm gonna do for the rest of him. But for now, we're gonna stick with this one. We're gonna stick with this, and I'll just mess around with the color palette later. But now that we have a completed design, more or less, I'm not sure that it is completely complete, but now we have a complete design, more or less. We're gonna do a couple more sketches, and then we're gonna call this a done deal. You know what I mean? We'll do a couple more sketches. But yeah. Oh, hold on. I need to color this color. That means not to try to color it. Nobody move. Nobody breathe. Nobody breathe. Hold on. Wait, because it has this color. Okay, whatever. I'm overthinking it. I'm doing too much. I'm just doing too much. Just color over it. It doesn't have to be perfect, Renan. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Renan. There we go. Now it actually looks good. Now it actually looks decent. Probably. No. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually done. Thank God. Fucking thank God almighty. Did I not delete the... whatever. I'll just do that later. Anyway. Thank you so much for reminding me to save. Alright. And with that, we are done for today. Thank you all so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again so much for Dawn, the Oni, for rating me today, for sharing her stuff with me, for Fartman, for giving me $1. I really do appreciate it. For everybody both in YouTube and Twitch to just hang out with me today. I really do appreciate all of you. And, you know, we finished a hot man. There is indeed a hot man in our midst now. And I am very excited. I like him a lot, actually. I am very excited. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. Anyway, let's see. Who do we raid? You know what? I think we're gonna just raid another artist right now. So. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night. Remember that the cherry bomb blossom appreciates you. So make sure to trade when we do it because. I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night. Thank you so much for coming to me today. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be having our first membership stream. So if you're a member on YouTube, well, I'll see you there. If you're not a member yet, but you would like to become a member, you know, there is different tiers, but for $5 you'll be able to access the membership only streams if you wanna do that. But if not, I totally get it. You don't have to. It's totally fine. Anyway, hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night, and I'll see you later. Bye. Toodles. See you later.